So this takes place in Southeast Asia in the jungles. I'm going to be telling this story in first person. I hope you guys enjoy it. Before my dad married my mom, a girl and her family came to live in his village. She was absolutely beautiful, more beautiful than any man has ever seen. But somehow my dad never felt attracted to her. He treated her like a dear friend, even though he knew she was completely in love with him. One day, after she tried to offer herself to him and he rejected her, she confessed that the reason they moved away from their old village was because she was SA. She thought my dad knew this, so she figured he thought she was disgusting. But my dad didn't know and told her it wasn't her fault, and no, he wasn't disgusted. He continued to be a good friend to her for a long time until he met and married my mother. She was so heartbroken but blessed his marriage. When he had his firstborn, she died of a disease. He didn't think much of it and thought that she had finally gone to a better place until he saw her again. The first time was when he walked by her house to go to the farm. She was standing by her house smiling at him like she used to. He thought he probably imagined it. The second time, he saw her walking down the road. Soon, she started showing up at his door, even though she couldn't enter. She smiled beautifully, like how she always had. She came into his dream one night and said she couldn't leave because she loved him so much. As long as she could just see him, she's satisfied. So every day from there on, he saw her. She was always at his door, at the farm, at her house, or down the road. My dad told my mom and performed a ritual to hide him from her, but she still found him. Since she wasn't exactly doing any harm, they gave up and allowed her to haunt them. She came to my mother's dream and told her that she was in love with her husband before my mother married him. My mother begged her to leave him alone, but she said she would never hurt him and only wanted to see him. Now, during the Vietnam War, during the time of 1965, they had to run away and get out of the country. My parents thought that they wouldn't be haunted by her anymore, but to their dismay, she followed them. At first, she stayed her distance, but then eventually walked right beside them. My dad believed that she protected them through their dangerous journey. The last time he saw her was when they crossed the Mekong River, where she was still on the other side crying. As they were waiting to come to the USA, he had a dream about going back to the Mekong River. She was still on the other side crying as she looked before. He tells her that he is leaving to another country without war so his family will be safe. She tells him that he should protect and love them as much as he could. She can no longer oversee and protect him as she couldn't leave. She will move on and pray that she may get the chance to love him in the next lifetime. He saw her turn around and disappear into the dark forest. He hasn't seen her since. He told me that he felt extremely guilty. She loved him so much to the point even watching him after death. He felt like he could at least loved her before when she was alive. But that would be lying to himself and her as well. To this day, he still wonders if he made the right decision whenever he thought of her. Thank you guys for listening so much. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you guys next time.